Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are recapping Survivor 50, Episode 1, Epic Party. Ooh, the time has come.
The time has come.
And
we've been waiting for a long time.
A long time for this. It feels like this has just been like on the horizon for years now.
The casting announcements came out several months ago. And if you've been on our channel for a minute, we've also been doing profiles of all the Survivor 50 cast because the interesting thing about our podcast setup, if you're new here, thank you so much. If you like us, feel free to subscribe, like, follow, all of that. But yeah, Nina is a new era fan and I'm a longtime fan. So I've been telling Nina essentially like the radio version of all of the past players and like the stories that brought them to this premiere. Yeah,
which was so much fun. And I could tell how much of it stuck because we had a watch party. Allison hosted. It was so much fun. And I was sitting next to one of our friends who, like me, is brand new Survivor fan and was watching it, and she was asking like, wait, so who's that person, who's this person? And I was just like, it's almost exactly you said, like my USB port was just right there, and I was like, well, you know, that's blah, blah, blah. You know, they did this and they were known for this.
That was the medevac during Kurong. That was the blindside here. That was the
well, you know, it's interesting that they said that because in their season, like that was me. I was that person.
Oh my gosh, no, that Anyway, I'm so proud of you, Nina.
Thank you.
I love that. No, the opening reel.
All because of you.
That opening reel with all of the shots over the seasons was so much fun.
So much fun.
Whoever had that job, you're a lucky one.
What a blast. I wanted to ask you, were there any clips or any flashes from that intro that stuck out to you?
Okay,
yes. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad because I've got my
I have some in my notes. Yes. Okay. Pulled up the notes. People ask me if Survivor is fun. Hell no, it's not fun. Going on a cruise is fun.
That was good.
That's Keith Nail, R.I.P. He passed away recently, and I was really happy to see him.
Yeah, I'm glad they included him.
What are some spots that you liked?
I mean, my favorite was obviously when we were talking about Q. And we talked about Liz, right? Mm-hmm. And they showed Liz and they showed Liz, which I was happy about. But then right after Liz, they get a full image of the Applebee's bourbon burger. Yes. They have a clip of that. That was on our screens for however many seconds. I thought that was so funny that they just showed like the burger and the person editing it was like, oh yeah, people know what this is about.
The opening reel was so much fun. No, that was definitely one of my highlights of the episode that I noted.
It was really cool. I mean, of course, any clip that they showed of that first season, because I would just have this memory of, I remember when my parents were watching it. They were watching the first season, and you knew exactly what they were watching because that show was like nothing else on TV. Mm-hmm. Like you could just walk by because I wasn't allowed to watch TV on weeknights. And
the trauma,
yeah.
No TV on weeknights, and look at me as an adult.
Literally, look at me now.
Podcasting about TV. Look
now
at me now.
I have to watch TV. I'm definitely that adult that's like watching TV just whenever I want. I'm like, oh my god, so bad. I'm so bad. But yeah, just remembering how totally different it looked from anything else on TV. So I loved those. I loved it showing, I want to say it was also that first season where it wasn't a like boat entrance for them. They are just walking through a village.
Oh yes, that was the Malaysian village, and these 16 Americans are about to start the adventure of a lifetime. That's Borneo. That's literally the first shot of the first season. So so that was the opening there.
That is so fun.
But to get to the actual premiere, what are your overall feelings of the episode?
I'm feeling really excited. I'm really excited for this season. I was feeling good. I was feeling hyped. Mm-hmm. I was enthralled for the whole episode. I think one of our friends even said, wow, that was 3 hours. I felt like that was 5 minutes long. Yeah. Like that's how like focused we all were watching this episode. So if the rest of the season can somehow keep that momentum, which I think it will, I think
it can.
The cast of characters that we have, these contestants, that we have here are so wide ranging, so interesting, such different strategy styles, so many different eras.
Also, there's 24 of them.
And there's 24 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
there's
I really
so
actually
many of them.
I liked the 24 number. I like
Yes.
the 8-person tribes. If we are going to have tribes of 3, I'm really liking the 8-person because there is some push and pull. There's some sides. There's dynamics. You know, 4-person is no longer a majority.
Exactly.
You know, you got to pull in 5, and maybe there's a trio that could loop up with a different duo. So I liked all of that. No, I overall felt for this episode, I just was very thankful because it felt almost like relaxing to me.
Ooh, how so?
Because well, it's like I was hosting the watch party last night, and when I'm hosting, sometimes I don't like I'm not able to watch with as much attention because I have 3 dogs in the house. I'm trying to keep everyone wined and dined the whole night.
Which she did. Allison is such a good host. Like, we walk in and she's immediately, oh, espresso martini?
Yes, I made espresso
Just
martinis.
shaking them up.
Roasted salmon, veggies, salad, dessert, coursed out over 3 hours. Anyway, it was a good time.
So good.
But I found it relaxing because it was like I was already like almost overstimulated by just like the fact that it was the premiere.
Yeah.
And I am thankful that there was not 2 absolutely brutal blindsides.
Just immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if Cherie had been voted out in that first tribal council.
Yeah.
And that set the tone for the whole season. Yes, Cherie's a threat. Yes, I think most of these players don't want to sit next to her at the final tribal council, but you cannot get our queen out
that quickly.
Day dot. No, that just that would have. I mean, I really am loving this theme in the hands of the fans because we haven't had a theme in so long.
Yes, I'm excited too.
So I love a theme because it like can wraps your mind around an idea, a narrative, and I think in the hands of the fan is the perfect theme because so many of these returning players are thinking about, you know, what do I want to give the people who are watching back home?
Yeah. And they themselves are fans.
And
they're also thinking like, what would I want to see?
What would I want to see? And it's like, I'm not going to be that person that you know, offers the torch of Miss Cherie Fields on the very first chance. I mean, Jenna was ready, and we'll discuss that very soon. Also, I mean, Kyle's medevac was brutal to watch. That was so sad to
really
see.
Sad. But it was made better by the fact that he had won a season.
If he hadn't,
I feel like I would be extremely bummed.
Yeah, and he had a very like good winning season 2.
Yeah.
When they filmed that, they had just seen the like season finale of his season 2 weeks prior.
That's so
also he just seems like the nicest, coolest guy
really
ever.
Does, yeah.
He was newly married, and it's like he's going back to his, you know, his wife with $1 million in the bank account. Like, go live life, young man.
Yeah, you got this, Kyle. We're rooting for you.
We're rooting for you. I'm sure you've made a full recovery. And so I think I just needed that, like,
yeah.
Like, I wanted to hang out this episode. And I love these people so much I could hang out longer, but it's gonna get hard soon. But I
like so many of these people. We have our
so
tops.
Many of these people.
We have our top
there are
choices,
some people that win, and if they get voted out, it's gonna be hard. But we're gonna be here together. We're gonna have each other. We're gonna have each other.
And you have us, and we have you. So
I was just glad I could just straight up enjoy this premiere. I am wondering. So we have Exile Island back.
Yes, we do.
That was a surprise.
That was wild.
And I'm wondering, is it just Exile Island? Could it be like a redemption island of sorts? Like, is Jenna really off our screens for the rest of the season? Anyway, I'm curious about that.
That would be a twist.
That would be a twist. I'm honestly hoping not. Because I like the finality of like when your torch is snuffed, you are like leaving the game. Yeah. So when we were hosting the watch party, we went around the table and kind of shared essentially like our soul match winner predictions.
Yes.
So not necessarily like, because of, you know, the season they had before, their threat level, etc. These are the people most likely to get to the end and win. It's mostly like who who like our hearts are rooting
hearts
for.
want.
And
Yeah.
I wanted to see if you would share yours, Nina.
Of course. I think one of our friends started with a top 3, which sounded amazing to me, because trying to choose just one person from this collection of people felt so hard. So as soon as I believe it was our friend Carrie, she's like, "Oh, well, I've got a top 3." I'm like, "Yeah, me too. 3. I'm 3." So my top 3 soul choices, Suri. I really enjoy her. I think she did amazing in Traders, right? That's how I know her.
But we also I did a in-depth profile with Nina about Suri and told her whole couch potato story. And I'm sorry, but being a couch potato is like the cutest way to describe yourself.
I know. And she brought it up again in this episode.
I know. Because we're couch potatoes.
Yes.
And so we find fellow couch potatoes to be like...
Couch potatoes unite. So rooting for her. I also do like what everyone says. I do like her story. I would, if she should win this season after being on Survivor for so many different times and getting so close and still not winning it, if she could win this season, it would just feel so good.
One of my favorite quotes of hers this episode, I feel like I've already won so much. I've learned who I am and who I have the potential to be.
It was beautiful. She was choking up. We were choking up. There were a couple of
choke up moments. And that's like all you want in life, is to have these experiences that push you farther than you ever thought possible. Yeah. And the fact that Survivor feels like home to her, and this is like a return to home. Just I like I am absolutely cheering on Suri as well.
Me too. She's queen. So that's my third choice. My my second choice is Camilla.
Yes.
I thought she was such an amazing player in her season, Survivor 48. I loved her and Kyle. Again, that duo I really enjoyed. But it did feel like Kyle overshadowed her. I mean, she was chosen for fire, and she was not able to move on from that. She did not win fire. So that was just so... Oh, it was just so sad.
I mean, one of the things that my ear perked up about, and personally, bothered me because I'm a Camilla fan as well, is that there were several male players coming into this game being like, oh, I would work with Camilla. I like Camilla because I would like what Kyle got.
Exactly.
As in, I would love Camilla to be behind the scenes, secret, seen, not heard. Let me take all the glory, have all the primary alliances, all the primary relationships, and then when she gets to the jury, she can cheer me on. Like, that's what I felt like they were saying when they're like, I'd be Kyle again.
100%, which is so antagonizing and arrogant and so stupid. Camilla, I believe she has learned her lesson.
I loved her this episode. She's like, honor, integrity, I'm done with that shit.
Good.
She's done.
Ooh! And it was so fun to see her again with her hoodie.
Yes.
Her big eyes popping out. I was like, she looked like a little sunny angel. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's these cute little dolls that essentially look like exactly that. They're little cute little babies with little bald heads. Aww. And they got these big eyes and they're plastic and they're like this, and they come with different outfits.
Yeah, cute.
That's exactly what she looks like. But yes, I think she's a strong strategic player. I love her vibe. I love her personality. She's so fun, so smart, can get along with so many different types of people. Yeah. I really like her.
I'm really excited
like Camilla.
about the girl trio. Yes. That's forming with Tiffany and Dee.
Yes.
Because I also am like, okay, so Camilla played this season where all-American greatest guy ever Kyle you align with, and then he's the kind of guy he could overshadow any of us, okay? Yeah. And so now she's with these girls that she's like, oh, we want to have a little fun and then we want to slaughter. And I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yes, we're ready. And then my numero uno choice, my number one girl, is Genevieve Mushalak.
Genevieve.
I love Genevieve so much from the moment I saw her spectacled face.
Oh, you were like that girl, that one.
That one right there with the red stripes. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one for me. Thank you. She is such an interesting character. I was reading up on her earlier today, and the article mentioned how she is one of these interesting players who... She was one of these things. She was labeled purpled. Have you ever heard this term?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very familiar with the term. Can I tell you a little bit about it?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the term purpled, and I'm also going to have you guys in the comments help me out here, because I'm forgetting the specific season, the specific person, because that person was purpled so hard. This girl had purple hair.
Oh.
But when she played her time on Survivor, she was hardly in the show at all. They like edited her out.
That's wild.
And all that you knew about her is that she had purple hair. But it's like, what's her name? What's her story? Who she's aligning with? Why did she vote that way? No information.
Wow.
And that's why they say
that's
someone
why it's called purpled.
Purpled is because she had purple hair.
That's amazing. I was wondering, because this article that I was reading did not get into that description at all. It was just like someone that's purple, they're not really being shown.
Yeah, the first couple episodes especially, she was very absent.
Exactly, which tends to mean that that player isn't really gonna go very far.
Exactly, yeah.
But Genevieve came out here and just overtook this game. It was so good, to the point where the winner of that season, I mean, it was a head-to-head battle between the two of them, because it was this thing of like, of it's either you or me. Not both of us can't stay in this game. And she was taken out, and it's interesting to me that she is seen as the villain, or she's seen as having the villain edit. And I don't know if it's just because my love for her is so strong that I don't see her as a villain at all. I thought she was a really great player.
I see
what
her,
she had to do.
Exactly. And villains can be great players that are doing what they have to do.
That's true.
So I'll make a little asterisk mark on that, because I cheer for many a villain in my day. No, I feel like Genevieve's villain story is that she was wrestling with her hurt. And not wanting to build these deep connections with people, because she wanted to then be able to vote them out. And I feel like she is like this person who can compartmentalize, slice and dice inside her mind a bit. And I think that is scary to people, especially social players that rely on, you know, like, you are my best friend till the end of time, and you would never turn on me, and you would never vote me out. Like, that's just not in terms that Genevieve thinks. No. So no, I also enjoyed her this season, and she's inside a very interesting cluster.
She very much is.
That
and
we will discuss
looks like
a lot more very shortly.
And it does look like she is working on her social game.
Yes,
a lot more this season, which has been fun to watch. It's fun to watch her talk to people. And ask them things.
A tall brunette that is wearing stripes. I mean, like, that's one way to, like,
especially this season,
get Nina in your sight line.
You walk in with a blazer and a bob, it's good. It's a good time.
Nina's into it. Yeah.
More so now when we see her in social media, now that she has full-on extensions.
Yeah.
I wonder if she got the note. Like, the bob, I don't know about that.
We've had a lot of off-pod conversations about the bob, and I'm sure we'll have on-pod conversations about the bob. But I have lots of feelings as a former Bob girl, and walking, like, experiencing the world, trying to have like a fuck ass Bob, and then people think you look like a middle school English teacher and treat you that way. Anyway, I have a lot of thoughts on the Bob life. But can I share my three?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I want to hear.
So you actually ranked them?
Yeah.
It's 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll rank mine as well. Okay, number 3rd place, I have Emily Flippin.
Ooh, yes.
So Emily Flippin from season 45. I chose her because she is almost like, with her preseason interview especially, she is trying to undo the initial character arc that she had in season 45. Yeah. So her character arc was like, I am this pessimistic meanie, but then I turned into this nice softie. And she left that Survivor experience and then saw herself played out on TV for everyone and was like, wait, what? That's not me. Like, yes, I did get a little aggressive, a little pessimistic. It was masking insecurity that she shared. But then I went way too far on the other side of being a softie. And I feel like sometimes the, like, family-friendly narrative that is put on Survivor a lot these days, they were eating up the, like, look at, she was nasty, but now she's a sweetie, you know? And I'm like, wait, I liked when she had edge. Yeah. I liked when she had a point of view. And sometimes she was like that devil's advocate that someone would say something and she had not only the balls, but just the you know, she's an eloquent speaker as well, that she's the type of person that'd be like, actually, I feel gaslit now. Actually, I can read between the lines. You don't want me to go idol hunting. You know, she just is able to say it.
Yes.
And people who can say it, I'm rooting for. So I have her. So that's why I'm like so into whatever she's about to do on this season.
Yes. And I love her talk about big eyes.
Yes.
And her expressions in this episode, just like...
I will say I'm worried that Emily is going to kill people I love in this show. And so she's going to be ruthless. Yeah, and I'm going to be like, hey, Emily, I'm rooting for you, but can we spare this one? Hey,
girl, can we not?
Can we like save it just because I need like more time with this person? Because that will lead to my number 2, which is Ozzy.
Oh, really?
Ozzy is in my second place. Yes. When we were doing our preseason profile of Ozzy, and I was just able to like really revisit his whole story and seeing his preseason interview and seeing him also on the episode today, he just seems like he feels like home to me. Like he feels like someone that would like in our community, in our friend group, he just feels like someone that just like good vibes. Good
vibes.
Good person. Also the way he stood up for Suri, the way he just has had like so many life experiences and he's like tender-hearted but still aggressive and confident. He's also coming in with like this new kind of like I'm not just a provider but I'm also a strategist and Suri is my ride or die. I'm like, yes,
I'm loving everything I'm hearing.
Also the fact that he's still doing so well on the challenges. Like he's still doing a great job. But he's not this kind of like, he doesn't have that masculine brochacho vibe that is, you know,
that we see with other guys,
other challenge beasts that they have this like super masculine ego mindset, and Ozzy is not like that at all. He's not like that at all. He sees the spectrum of like identity and people, and anyway, friend. And then number 1 for me is Mike White. Mike White.
That is your soul brother.
That's my soul brother. Like I just love him so much. Everything he did in this episode thrilled me. I do agree with him. Don't annoy daddy. And I'm like, do not annoy daddy.
That's right.
He has been working very hard.
This is his vacation.
He needs a reset. And like, don't cause drama and don't annoy him, because I need him on my screen this entire season.
He is coming in with the banter, is coming in with the quips, talking to people.
Is like fun. Surprisingly ripped.
Yes.
Now too. What a fun. Thank you so much for taking your shirt off, Mike.
Yeah, hitting the White Lotus gym.
Hitting that White Lotus gym. But no.
That's right. Make them shake in their boots a little bit, those challenge beasts. Make them think before they go up against you.
But no, absolutely cheering Mike White on. If he goes on to win this season, that would be wild. Also, he is playing in the sense of he wants to personally be entertained while he's on the island, and he wants to give an entertaining experience to us, the viewer. He said earlier, he's like, what if it's Suri, Ozzy, and I at the finale? That's the final 3. What if? And so I think just like we have this really funny person of chaos that is on vacation that wants to be entertained.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that.
I feel like other reality TV shows could learn from a contestant like Mike White.
Yeah, and then just the fact that he's the kind of person, if he's doing strategy or no strategy, I just find him to be like a lovely person. And I feel so lucky to have him on my screen.
We are so lucky to have him.
So next up, Nina and I are going to dive into all of the tribes. We are going to go through each tribe, and we are going to start with Sila, Orange Sila.
Yes. The colors that we, the fans, voted on.
Yes.
We in the hands of the fans.
So for Sila, we'll get into all the details of all of the inner workings, all the people, all the stories. But I wanted to first spotlight Jenna. Our girl that got voted out.
Yeah, first in, first out.
So what did you feel about her outing?
Oh, Oh, Jenna. I felt honest. Can we be honest? Can we be honest here on our podcast? I was happy because she was coming for my girl. She was coming for our girl.
Yes.
Suri. And I understand.
You have your biased hat on right now.
I have my biased hat on. That's my hat is firmly on. And I do understand why she was going for Suri. I really do. Everything that she said about Suri is correct.
And I think everyone else agrees with her too on the tribe.
Oh, yeah. But like we said, this is the hands of the fans. And who do I want to see compete? Who do I want to go far? Align herself with different cast members. And I'm sorry, Jenna, it is Suri for me, right? If it was between those two, because it really just has been such a long time since Jenna's season. Obviously, I'd never seen any of her stuff. There was a lovely profile
I did do a
that
profile.
Allison
Please
did, which was
out.
extremely helpful. It was wonderful, but there wasn't that emotional tether,
right?
If you will,
okay, that's a good way to phrase it. Yeah,
Jenna that I have with some of these other contestants in the tribe. So it was one of those things where I'm looking at this tribe and I'm like, okay, who would I be the least upset to see go? And I'm sorry, Jenna, you're on that.
Jenna for you.
Jenna. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I to like almost offer,
a counterpoint.
Please. Exactly.
Please.
Is that Jenna, I do love the energy that she comes into on these seasons, and almost like you saying you lacked that emotional tether with her, and that's why you were not emotionally invested in her journey on Survivor. Almost one of the best things about her coming into the show is that she was so untethered from this Survivor community that I am wondering, we'll probably continue to talk about this as the podcast goes on for this season, is how much pre-gaming was done before this game even started. Because these people, they run in a lot of Survivor cliques.
Yes, they do.
A lot of them were very aware of like the casting process, who was being cast. So in her exit interview, which I watched today, she said that she feels like she was late to a party that had already started. That epic party. Title of Ep. She was late to a party, and then when she got to the party, she realized she was never invited. So I'm almost like, I loved her as this outsider, almost coming in. But an outsider that is like the true OG.
Yeah.
She's like, Jeff, we started this together. I thought there were so many... Even though she was first in, first out, she said her worst fear always was like being the first one voted out. So she's like, I've now faced that fear. Like we like ripped the Band-Aid. That has now happened my third time playing. But I do feel like they did a really good job of like giving like a Jenna love story too, of like showing so many flashbacks. I loved that moment when they were at tribal council and Jeff says, take me back to the first tribal council.
And they do. And
she's like, I remember banging a gong, and then they show the gong, and then she's like, and I remember it being much smaller.
And it's so small. It looks like they're all just standing around a little bonfire.
And she's like, and we took it lightly at first, but then it got serious. And she looks at the set. That's like the set of this tribal council that we get. It's just huge. So beautiful. They, someone was like, "Oh, it's Harry Potter," because they think the birds kind of look like Harry Potter. Sidebar. I digress. Yeah. But she says it's all so sadly beautiful. And when she said that, it just felt so human, and it almost felt like I was like, "Oh, this Jenna."
Yeah.
Like, I want to get to know this Jenna, that, because she essentially started the game trying to, like, come out so hard, so intensely play. She's like, oh, new era, you play fast. Oh, watch me.
Watch me play fast.
But yeah, her saying it's all sadly beautiful. And I was like, wait, why? And I'm thinking it's because this setting of tribal council is beautiful, but it's where people go to die. Exactly. It's where Survivor dreams end. And that was her ending for possibly the last time that she'll be playing on the show. No, I loved her opening. It's like everyone's like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Oh my god, la la la." And she's like, "Yeah, it's like in prison. We're not in Gen Pop anymore. This is death row." And I was like, "Here we go. We're here to play a game."
Okay.
I was like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And yeah, she said in her preseason interview that her target was Suri.
Yeah.
And then Suri has that amazing like opening mat moment with like everybody there, Jeff saying, you know, prompting Suri. She starts that weepy moment.
Yeah.
And she's
Suri
like
was giving her daggers. Was like, oh, I see the writing on the wall with this one.
Yeah. No, and I think like what essentially was shown is that on one hand, players like, let's see, I have everybody written out here. I think Savannah out of everyone would have been fine with also Suri going at this point.
Yeah.
But obviously Ozzy was like, no
way.
I'll lay down my life for her before. And I think Rick and Christian as well.
Yep.
We're not ready for a Suri to go either because of like this in the hands of the fans kind of feeling. And also I felt like Jenna in her preseason interview, I got a sense that she was not prioritizing creating deep connections with people.
Yeah, the way it was edited, it truly looked like the second they got to camp, she was, all right, let's get Suri out. Not this, you know, you need some space there to talk to people.
Yeah, no, and
get to know them
like they
hadn't
hadn't lost immunity challenge yet, so there, you know, there was no.
There was no need to.
There was need to, and I think I made a note of like, will this be a fast-paced game? Because everyone talks about how like, oh, all returnees, 24 players, 26 days. This pace is so fast, and I'm like, I wonder if it'll feel fast-paced for us.
Yeah,
because I think some of these pre-existing like groups and dynamics that are just going to get more and more solidified. I wonder. It might take a while for the true blindsides to happen.
Yeah.
And maybe the easy target, the people who it's like you weren't actually invited to the party. And the people that weren't invited to the party, you're gonna leave next. Like I'm worried about Savannah next.
Yeah, I'm worried about Savannah as well. I'm looking at the list. Yep.
Because I would say she's the other one that does not have any pre-existing connections to these people.
Yeah.
And now they think she's got an advantage, which she does.
She does.
And she does.
And she's a winner. And she told them. She straight up told her tribe that she was the winner of her season.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think the true middle of this tribe is Christian,
yes,
Rick Devens, and Emily Flippin. So going into next episode, we have that middle three, and essentially they could then pick up votes with Suri and Ozzy and vote either Joe and Savannah out, or they could work with Joe and Savannah to either get Suri or Ozzy out. So I definitely think they're that power like middle three. So it's
oh my goodness.
So what do you think about Christian and Rick and their bonding this
their
episode?
Nerdy boy bond?
Yeah.
Glasses wearing boy bond. I mean, it's cute. I'm really excited to watch Christian, right? I've only got the profile from you, and just from that description, he sounded like such a fun player, such a fun person, and he did not disappoint.
No, he was so cute.
He's like, okay, I got this.
I love, so it's like when they're like walking and talking, they're like they just got like love eyes for each other. Yeah. It's so cute. Christian's like, do you notice how awesome you are? I'm like, I need to say that to my friends more. Like, hey, can we pause? I know we're like talking game and stuff, but like, you are awesome.
You're awesome. You know that, right?
Do you notice that every day you wake up? Period. And then he says, I'm so happy you're here, and literally like does this like side hug that's just so sweet and tender. I also love like while they're like walking and talking, Rick keeps being like, "Don't mind me," and he's just like
fully
just
for...
like grabbing into a branch, ducking below, moving some leaves.
And Christian doesn't mind.
He's like a pig looking for a truffle.
Yeah, this is my bud doing what he's gonna do. I will say, Rick kind of annoys me.
Okay.
Which is interesting. I'm looking at these two dudes. They're both nerdy. They're fun. Big talker, like not big talkers, but yappers.
Yes. Which
I do love. I do like a yapper. But what is it about Rick that's getting to me? Maybe it's his sort of bombastic nature. Mm-hmm. And feels quite... I'm catching a bit of arrogance coming out of Rick.
Yes.
I'm catching a bit of, well, obviously this is what we're going to do. Well, obviously this is the best strategy for our game. I don't like that. I don't like people coming in
so
here
they have this Star... Yes, they have this Star Wars alliance. Yes. So Rick is Captain Kirk and Christian is Spock. Mm-hmm. And I think that's interesting because essentially Rick is becoming the doer. And Christian is becoming the thinker of that duo. Mm-hmm. And you already see this playing out because Rick essentially goes and tells Suri, hey, Jenna's putting her name out. Yeah. And then also Rick then goes out and recruits Emily. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I implicitly trust you. And he's like, I don't think you should, but yes. But yes, you should. Like, maybe not wise, but I also trust you implicitly as well. There's also like a scene of like Christian and Emily having a one-on-one too, but they really feature Rick's conversation with her as more of like that primary conversation. So I think it's smart for Christian because essentially like Rick is becoming a shield for him, that Rick might get a stray bullet with his Captain Kirkin, yes. And Christian's gonna be in the back Spock-like going, oh, okay, well, we lost Captain Kirk there, but we just need to now pivot to the next thing.
That's very smart.
So what do you think? So considering these three have... I feel like they're the strong middle of the group, and they have the sway of who they'll go for next. Do you have an idea of maybe who their next target will be?
I couldn't tell from this episode.
The next step in Christian's narrative warfare.
Who they're focusing on. I know I don't need Joe around. I'll tell you what. I don't need Joe. I don't need someone playing with integrity
and honor
and honesty. In my survivor, I don't need that. So if they want to target Joe, go ahead. I say go ahead. Have fun.
Okay, so that I believe is another Nina's bias. That's a bias hat.
That's a bias hat. Is it good for anybody's strategy? Probably not.
No, because I mean, Joe is good in challenges.
Very good, especially this early on.
And I think he also like talking about how he's like, I got a wedgie on national television from Kyle and Camilla. I think he's also like kind of easily like
100%
gullible. Like you kind of just need to like feed a narrative to him and he will follow along. Yeah. So I think Christian would not be the next target for them, but that's what Nina wants, which is also very important. No, what I'm thinking is it's gonna. So I'm feeling okay. So my bias hat is like, okay, if there has to be one, it has like have it be Savannah, because otherwise they're gonna go for Suri or Ozzy. But Emily was throwing out Ozzy's name this episode.
Yeah, she was.
But between Suri and Ozzy, there was an extra vote and an immunity idol.
Wait, who has the extra?
No, Ozzy.
Oh, Ozzy. That's right. Oh my God, what am I thinking? Yes.
And he also was gifted an idol.
Yes, you're right.
From Genevieve, the boomerang Billie Eilish idol as well. So I'm like, okay, try to come for them.
Yeah, try.
And Savannah also has a block of vote. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see like how they go forward here. Christian, other moments from Christian that I want to point out is that he started that fire.
Yes, he did.
From the eyeglasses.
Yeah.
Which that hasn't happened in so long on Survivor. Like just starting
fire by yourself.
No flint.
Woo! Was so much fun to watch.
And it was such a great
Christian,
team effort.
Ozzy, and Jenna all working together exactly to make that fire was... It was such a fun moment. Such a fun moment. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk watching 3 people make fire by using glasses?
I did like Rick Devon's moment that's fun. Like, science, it's cool, kids. Yes. Also, oh my gosh, Christian sharing that he has a 6-week baby back at home.
It was very sweet. Of course, my mind immediately goes to... If this was a woman,
that
would be wild.
I'm like, I don't think production would clear a woman that gave birth 6 weeks ago. And also, usually it's not possible if you are breastfeeding your child. So no, we do recognize, thank you. I believe his wife is Emily. So Emily being at home. Keeping baby Christian Jr. Alive and well during this time. Yes, and
I do believe Christian on his social media posted a photo of him and his little baby watching the episode
because he
together.
Said, he's like, I don't need to get too sentimental, but someday my son will see this. And he's keeping that information as his secret weapon this season, and that is his North Star. And I did like that. I got emo during it.
I mean, I got emo too. I know my mind went to this, but I was also, this is sweet. Because Christian does seem like such a sweet guy.
And I'm just like, oh my God, you're a dad now.
You're a dad now. Different priorities.
I didn't know that.
Also, I could not stop thinking about how I would love to have Christian as a professor in college. He must be the best teacher. Right?
Yeah.
In robotics at FSU, where I went to college. But I did not, if you can imagine, I did not take any robotics classes. Math, science wasn't really my deal. If you couldn't guess by looking at me. It's more of like an English major, creative writing major with a double major, creative writing and women's studies.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you
so I was
so
nowhere
much.
Near Christian's department, but
no,
I would love to have him as a teacher.
I bet he is such a good professor that people who are not even interested in robotics, he gets them in, like he actually makes learning fun.
Exactly.
He makes science interesting.
I bet he gets so many students that have their major has nothing to do with what he teaches, and exactly because he is so fun, they're like, oh, you gotta. I bet so many students are telling even their friends like, oh, you gotta sign up for that class. You have to sign up for that class. It is a blast. Yeah.
No, I bet it's great. I want to touch on Ozzy and Suri.
Yes, this duo.
I love this duo so much. It's a little public.
Yeah,
they didn't
I'm
really
a little worried.
hide it as well as maybe they could have.
Yeah.
But no, I mean Ozzy, especially, I mean, what, like crazy that, essentially like the Black Widow Brigade, slit his throat and drank his blood in Survivor 16 Micronesia. And now he's back being like, you know what, Suri, I'm gonna protect you in this game, and Suri needs it.
Yeah.
No, when like Jenna was like, well, we only have one 55-year-old who can't swim or run, and he's just like, and
and
oh, you want me to respond to that?
That was tough.
I'm not.
That was a tough one, Jenna.
And when he's in the water and he is like, hey, like, Jenna is gonna, like, I know you guys are going for Suri because of the challenge, but Jenna is a liability for her hard gameplay. And Christian was like, you're right. I feel essentially like Christian feels like he can connect with Suri more than he could with Jenna. So no, I'm really loving this pair. And Suri, this episode, I love her quote, I can't help it if I give off queen vibes.
What'd she do? You do, girl.
Jenna, clutch my pearls if I had any on, is already shopping my name around.
Can't get my name out your
What did you think
mouth.
of Suri's challenge performance?
Ooh.
In the immunity challenge? The monkey's fist.
Yes.
The monkey's fist.
It was tough, girl. It was tough. I was doing a little bit of research. Part of that little video I sent you, a different creator mentioned that Suri chose to, they chose to be the person who throws, like the monkey claw, the ball, and then pull it back, because apparently she did something similar in Australia versus the Worlds.
Yes.
And she did great in that. So she's like, oh, then of course I want to contribute. Let's do this. I've done this before. Let's do it again. But apparently this one, it was way farther. It was just quite a bit harder. And I think it took her for, I think it was a thing that I do believe she could have done better, but I think those first couple of throws, I think got to her.
Right.
I think it freaked her out. I think she fully went in with like, okay, I got this. And then when it was hitting her, that it's like, oh, no, this is different than what I did, actually. Like, I
think there was something also about like the string and some type of, anyway, there was some mechanics of it that felt different. And
you could just tell it got in her head. She got in her head about
Christian's point of like, we learned important mistakes. And essentially it's like, that was the bottleneck of the entire challenge. And oh god, I'm so bad at throwing things.
Me too.
And sometimes other things it's just brute strength, and other things it's like literally this like skill of being able to throw. And if you don't have it could go on for a while. So I feel like, you know, with these types of challenges, it's like, yeah, you know, she didn't throw, and I know it like went even on longer than we saw, like it went on for a long time, but it's like, I'm like, so what
exactly,
so what, you know,
give me a break.
And it's like, she, you know, she's not, you know, dead in the water. Also, like, respect your elders.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
She's like she's doing her best. No, Savannah's comments on Cerie's challenge abilities felt a little cutting. They felt a little harsh. She said Cerie blew the challenge. It was seriously the most painful thing I've ever seen on Survivor. Like that's the worst that you've ever seen. I'm like, it gets bad sometimes. I just sometimes feel like people like with like when they are younger and very able-bodied, and then they just see someone that's like struggling with something, and it makes them angry inside because they think they could do it better, and why aren't they doing it? And it's almost like to see someone like flailing in something is something rage-inducing inside you. And so I think that's definitely what happened with Jenna. I think that is kind of what happened with Savannah
and
as
I noticed that the camera was on Ozzy a lot,
and Ozzy was also struggling with it. You
could see Ozzy was struggling a bit,
struggling as well.
I don't believe he said anything though.
No,
we don't get a talking head of him saying anything
because he didn't
disparaging.
No, because he loves Cerie, and I think he also is like he knows like this is such a hard point in the challenge, and now Cerie is having a really hard time with it, and he just was having his own like little private freak out and stuff. No, essentially I just Cerie will be able to do fine or average or below average in other challenges, and it's just throwing a ball into like into a little V.
To a little V, and it looked so far away. So it's like what you're saying, it is a skill, but also on top of that, I feel like it was also brute force, like to be able to launch that thing so far. And exactly, to get it through that V. It's like, okay, y'all, it's not as easy as it looks. Like, give her a sec.
Also, it's like she was in the most critical part of the whole challenge, whereas other things is just like brute strength and force. Oh my gosh, and Ozzy,
our jungle boy,
he had such a big episode.
He did.
I know. I was very excited by it. So he went on the tribe supplies challenge. Once essentially I loved how when they were trying to figure out who was going to go on the tribe supply challenge, Dee was like, Coach, I think you should go. And she knows that. She knows Coach is the kind of person, it's like, if he is elected to do something, he has to like take the role.
Has to take it on. Yeah, it's like an honor thing.
And then they're like, well, then obviously Ozzy has to go as well.
Which is messy. I see. Now that Allison did these profiles and I listened, I know.
Oh my God, Rizzo being South Pacific, let's go. I'm like, oh my gosh, Rizzo was fangirling so much this episode. Hard. It was so fun. But no, they do the tribe supplies challenge, and Oh my God, like all those boys in their boxers.
Yeah, and Q. Like, so it's Coach, Ozzy, and Q.
And I'm like, oh my God.
And their boxers.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, no one's wearing any clothes.
Yeah,
okay.
Q. Okay, fine.
They climb up that pole. Ozzy just jumps down off the pole so fast.
True, yeah.
I'm like, honey, you're in your 40s. We got to like keep those ankles like, you know, tight. Like tight.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful, buddy.
Be careful. He's swimming through the water. They make so have you seen one of those challenges where they have to make like the long like stick pole?
Yes,
before?
I have.
Okay.
I think that's been in some previous seasons that we've seen together, and it's always so brutal to watch.
I know. It's always that hope you like stick it out and then it goes
every time.
And the twist of it being there's just one key.
Yep.
So that's the key that you're bringing back. So if you knock it off the pole, it's then,
doesn't
you
mean
know,
anything.
it's a open game of, you know, who can bring it back.
Yeah.
And
it was that one was a rough one.
I know, it's interesting. I was watching and I could see Coach was trying, but I feel like I never saw put a pull out at all. Like he seemed very much like, I think
both of them. I think I was feeling so bad for Ozzy, but I was also Ozzy. Like, what are you?
He was trying so hard.
He was trying so hard.
When it felt like the others were just waiting for
him to drop the key or just give up entirely. Like either or, right? That's in their benefit for him to either to drop dead. It looked really rough on Ozzy, sorry. Or drop the key and then for them to just be, because also Ozzy was so high up.
I know.
Like bamboo gate that was between them and the key that
none of them were up there. And so and at one point it goes on for a while, and then at some point he's like, hey, like whoever does knock it off, like I consider that key yours. I'm not gonna like go for it. And Q says, yep, sounds good with me. And Coach
stay silent.
Mm-hmm. I said boo diddly. I'm
making no promise.
I'm not making no promises. And so Ozzy was able to knock it off. And then there is a sprawl in the moment. I'm like, go Ozzy!
You got this!
But no, Coach grabs it.
Yeah. Ooh.
And Coach is like, sorry, grabbed it.
And you said it, Coach is activated. So far, in the beginning of the episode, he was looking very good vibes, man. Coming in open-hearted. Let's see. Let's bury this hatchet, all this stuff. And then the second he gets that key, he cannot help himself. Yeah. He is full on like, woo, yeah.
And honestly, though, I'm like, hell yeah, you got that key.
Yeah. No, true.
And you didn't make any promises. I feel like actually the real Coach got activated when this was, I think, my favorite part of the whole episode is when Mike White learns, because he goes to the beginning of that journey, and Colby's like, oh yeah, Ozzy was saying like Coach like, you know, did him wrong at the end, and like, you know, just it seemed like he cheated, or like, you know, it wasn't honorable or something. It wasn't honorable or something like that. Mike is like, LOL, who cares?
Literally
brings that information back to Coach, and that is when Coach, I feel like the true Coach is activated, because he starts the unraveling, and I think it's already getting in his head.
You think?
And I think like shit's about to go down in the next episode between Ozzy and Coach, and I am like front row seat, so excited, because I really thought they were going to be like, hey, bygones be bygones, that was so long ago, I respect you, man, and I really thought the whole South Pacific thing was going to blow over, but now I'm like, it's
right here. It is front of mind.
I know. Ozzy said, oh, actually you should have been the winner of South Pacific, which I thought was interesting.
That was interesting.
Okay, it's like, just because that season now feels so top of mind because of our profiles. Yes, Coach played a very dominant game, and, you know, essentially, like, kept this, like, core alliance, like, together throughout the game, and started that core alliance. He was a huge part of the season. However, all the religious manipulation on a social level is something if I was in the jury, I would personally not vote for. Be into. And so I'm when he brought the religious manipulation into his gameplay, that on a personal level takes it too far for me. And now, because it's like Survivor's all about balance, you tip that is too out of balance for me.
Way too out of balance,
And so you no longer have my vote. And so I just thought it was interesting that Ozzy was like, no, you should have been the winner. And I'm like,
I don't know about that. I wanted to ask you, do you think Mike White brought that information back to his tribe, the whole Coach not being honorable at that challenge, to mess with Coach? Or do you believe him in his talking head saying, oh, I didn't think he would take it so hard? What do you think? Do you think he was that oblivious or no?
I think Mike White brought it back. Essentially, like, oh, I came back with tea. I got tea, and the purpose of tea is to continue
share it,
to continue serving it.
Yeah.
So he's like, I have the gossip, and I think he assumed Coach would have this kind of like, well, I am the Dragon Slayer, so I slayed the dragon. So I, tribe supplies are the most important thing for this tribe, and that's what I got them. But he sees like the nuclear meltdown begin, and I am
ready.
So excited! I'm so excited. So Ozzy does not win this challenge, and he goes on to Exile Island.
Exile Island with Q.
Oh, I did love the end of the tribe supply challenge when it's like, oh, and like the two people who didn't win, you'll flip the note to like get the surprise, and Coach is like, that's so cool, peekaboo, I wonder what it is. That's so fun.
That's all right. Okay, see ya, boys.
You have
fun with that.
And
Q is not happy, not excited about it at all. Ozzy, not so worried.
It's like, oh, Exile Island.
All right,
no worries with that. And then so they do Exile Island. It's cold, there's bugs. Looks sad. I wonder how much time we'll be spending on this desolate island. But at the end of Exile Island, these tribe supplies are gifted to them.
Yes.
And it's either you lose a vote to get the tribe supplies and take them back to your camp, or you get an extra vote and you do not bring tribe supplies back to your camp. And Ozzy was like, screw the supplies.
I want that extra vote.
I'm playing. He's like, I'm playing as Oscar now.
Yes.
Ozzy no more. Provider, me no care. Yeah, Ozzy 4.0.
I'm into that. I think that was a great decision. And Q didn't really fight it. He fought it a little bit, saying, well, we already have Flint, so we don't really need this stuff. But
yeah,
Ozzy just kept at it.
Q took like, it, right. And anyway, I'll share some more Q thoughts as we get to his tribe. But do you have any other thoughts on Sila that you wanted to share?
No, I think that it's a very well-rounded group. It's interesting looking at all the tribes. Each of them has a person in my top 3. So I was realizing that when they were running challenges, because I didn't know which tribe to cheer on. Oh my God, my top
3 are all in the same tribe.
You're right.
No, wait, no, 2 of them, but Ozzy and Emily, which I feel like are already going to be pitted against each other.
I know. And then Mike is on the Callow tribe.
So you're cheering on Suri number 1.
No, my number 1 is Genevieve.
No, but in
sorry.
In Sila.
Ooh, in Sila. Yes. Okay. That's my
I definitely I think like my emotional tether is the most with the Suri and Ozzy bond, that I'm like, okay, but how can we figure out a way? Because I would say it would be like Suri, Ozzy, Emily, and Christian are my 4 that I'm like, I want them for as long as possible.
Yes.
But let's move on to Pink Vatu.
Let's do it.
So they show up to their beach because they win that first challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
And they have the big burning pyre. It's like Burning Man on their beach.
It's amazing.
I'm like, okay.
All right.
They're starting it off.
Vibes.
So in this tribe, we have essentially, I'm going to kind of talk about the tribe dynamics from looking at everybody. So we have this core 5 form, which is the number that you need for majority. So that is Stephanie and Colby, who have played together. They have history together.
Yes, they do.
And they really like this girl, Genevieve. So let's bring her in. And they're feeling really good about this guy, Kyle. Yep. So let's bring him in as well. And then Q is added in as well, too. So we have this big, strong 5. However, our poor Genevieve because Kyle is then medevaced this episode.
Yeah.
And so that dwindles them from 5 to 4. And then 2 people lose their votes in that group. Colby and Q no longer have votes.
No longer have votes.
So on the outside, on the outskirts of this 5 is Rizzo, who is getting close with Colby, it looks like.
It was, but when they first get to their campsite, it does, the way it's edited at least, it does look like Colby, I think, says this to Stephanie when it's just the 2 of them.
He finds Rizzo so annoying.
So annoying. Rizzo, so annoying.
He talks a lot. Well, it's funny. He's like, yeah, I know 25-year-olds with work ethic, but I don't think he's one of those. And they show this shot of essentially, okay, so what I related to Rizzo so much in this moment.
Oh, same. Is
that, like, my role, like how I help and contribute is I sit and I keep people entertained while they do the chore.
While they do the chore,
and it's literally like my mom will be like, hey, can you come over and hang out? And literally I'll just talk to her while she does the dishes. Or like, or it's like, can you come sit on my bed while I clean the room? I've done that with friends so many times. Like, it's just like, I'm helping you pass the time.
Exactly.
Through like the gift of the gab. Through the storytelling.
Yeah, which is a gift.
Which is a gift.
It is a gift.
And so I'm like, Rizzo, I see you, because I was literally raised to be like, that was my role.
Yeah.
Because if I do the chores, I don't do them well. Like I always make mistakes when I'm doing those tasks. So it's like it's actually better if I'm just there to get some gossip.
Yeah, spread the gossip, get some tea.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was fun that edit of Rizzo was like so silly and fun. And I'm so with Rizzo. Yes, I see myself in Rizzo in those moments.
Absolutely.
Colby is moving these huge bamboo sticks. Meanwhile, Rizzo is literally holding a single leaf, but moving it around as if he's helping. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, Colby. I was obsessed with Colby this whole episode.
Colby was so fun. Colby is so fun.
No, I feel like he is straight off the set from Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
He's this like gritty older cowboy type. And his voice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Gorgeous.
So deep, so serious. I'm just... Colby, you're back. And he's now like when he was talking to Genevieve, he's like, hey, if we're gonna play this game together, you need to know this. My left ear is bad.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And I favor my right ear. So if we're like whispering and talking strategy, just make sure to talk.
Make sure it's that
ear.
one. Yeah.
He can't read close up. He like stands back. He's like, now I can read the map. Now I can read the map.
He needs his readers.
And then later on, because he becomes so enamored by Rizzo and his entertaining ways after the fashion show, he's like...
so much fun. I loved that fashion show moment with Rizzo.
He's like, honestly, I fear for you. And if you ever feel down, come talk to me. And Rizzo has a cry about his dad, who's also the same age as Colby, and says that he misses his parents and he feels like he's talking to his dad.
It was such a sweet moment. I'm glad that turned around. I didn't want Rizzo hate. I know people do find Rizzo annoying, but I don't want to see it. Well, I don't want to see that on my TV.
The thing that I'm like loving about Colby so much is that he is giving this like grumpy cowboy, but the grump is part of it.
It's part of it.
And so it's like it needs to start out grumpy and then you melt the popsicle down.
Yes.
To get the soft
like buttery. Yeah, like the
buttery soft
center.
inside.
Yes.
So good. So we have these, this fivesome coming together. Our girl Genevieve is in a very good spot. I also felt like, oh my gosh, Kyle is in such a good spot, especially with him being a former winner and a target of so many.
Yeah, but that's again not really brought up much. People want to work with him.
Yeah. And then we have that Genevieve and Aubrey confrontation.
That was fascinating. It reminded me of Savannah and Christina last season, where Christina is talking to Savannah, maybe trying to do some strategy talk, and Savannah with those big eyes is like, okay, then what are you voting for? Okay, so who are you thinking? And Christina's, it did feel a little bit like that, where Aubrey is essentially calling Genevieve out.
Yeah.
And asking her just straight
Well,
up.
Aubrey says,
what's
your perception of me?
Oh, yeah.
That's what Aubrey asked. What's your perception of me? And Genevieve says that you're dangerous. And Aubrey's like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, essentially, like, that's not, Aubrey doesn't say anything, but there's this like awkward pause. But if I had danger on my side, I would love that. A dangerous duo. Aubrey like looks away and she's like, yep, we could do great things. And then Aubrey says, I just don't know what kind of game you're actually trying to play. I know, it's like two sides of the mirror of like two like strong, independent women. And it's like sometimes it gels and creates a bond.
And sometimes it doesn't.
And sometimes it
so
doesn't.
far, it looks like it maybe doesn't.
I also, this episode with Q, hot take from me.
Yeah.
Winter edit.
Of the whole show.
Yeah. I felt it.
Really?
I felt it.
I didn't get that vibe at all.
From Q?
Yeah.
I picked up on something. I thought he had such a good episode. I thought
he did have a fun episode.
He had a fun episode. So there's a few things. I remember, okay, so as Kyle is getting medevaced, I love that moment where Colby and Q pick up Kyle to put him in the boat. Anyway, I was just like, I'll sit on that throne any day.
Oh my gosh. Please.
Why walk? When
you got Colby and Q?
When Colby and Q could
take
just
you wherever.
Carry me around everywhere. But he said, in his confessional, he says, yeah, and Kyle, his last words from me is, I want someone on this tribe to win. And Q's like, and I think that's going to be me. And I'm like, the inclusion of that felt interesting. Also, I just feel like they framed Q as this like lovable hero the whole episode. Like, for instance, during the challenge, when Kyle has his tumble on his ankle, then Q is the one that literally like gets Kyle up. He's like the hero of that moment. Also, it's like he's he's having so much fun like with the fashion show and talking about poker, and he's like, I didn't lose my vote, I sold it. And I don't know, I was like, this is like the best Q I've seen. And I'm just wondering,
this was a really great episode for him, but that's so interesting. I didn't find it as a winner edit at all. It was more of like, I find Q to be, from what they show us, such a fun character. And he did have some like fun highlights in this episode. So interesting. But I got more of the sense of boop, 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 like fun player type.
It's definitely, it was subtle.
Yeah.
It was subtle what I got. But I just had this like,
but you've got a feeling.
I was like, I think what he did wrong in his first season of, falling into this like essentially like when he feels responsible for a mistake, he wanted to quit. Yeah. And he also was getting like so into like, okay, the 6-person alliance is what has to happen. And he got so like myopically focused on that. And that also tanked his season as well. That I'm like, you'd make a few tweaks. And I think.
And everyone wants to work with him.
And everyone wants to work with him. Yeah. I think he can, like, some of his like unlikable traits, I feel it's just like a slight little tweak to it, and then it's like the best thing about you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm feeling excited.
I'm excited for Q
about this. So anyway, going into the next episode for this Vatu group, if they go to tribal council, this is going to be the crazy one.
It is,
because
I think they might be.
You think so?
From that edit. I feel like there was an edit where we see, and of course the producers, editors are the
pre-episode.
So maybe like, take them seriously. in the preview, but that is how my head works. And there is a scene where Colby is screaming on the top of his lungs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm like, what's going on here?
So essentially, all they're going to need is out of a tribe of 7, they're going to need a 3-person majority because of so many people losing their votes. So Stephanie and Genevieve, I'm assuming, are still like aligned and would be voting together. Yeah. But Colby and Q don't have a vote. So that's just two of them. And then there's Rizzo, Aubrey, and Angelina. I think Aubrey and Angelina had a pretty quiet episode. Yeah. So I look forward to seeing you more, girl. But I think Aubrey and Angelina, in their preseason, it sounded like they would really want to work with each other. So I'm guessing they're going to work with each other. And so it's really like Rizzo's going to be that middle of if he goes with this like larger group, which I think would be smart for him because they're only going to lose their vote for one episode.
So just think about that.
And Rizzo is already like has this like emotional connection with Colby.
That's true.
But it's like I wonder also how many people know about Q's vote that he's lost, because if Aubrey and Angelina know, like, wait, the majority vote is 3, and so all we need to get is one more person. Could they maybe even get I feel like Genevieve is so tight with Stephanie, and I am going to make a note about Stephanie because some things have come out about Stephanie. Eliza from previous season posted this very hateful anti-Semitic video of Stephanie, and for that reason I am not a fan. So I will not be cheering her on this season.
No, same.
I do agree that, like, I personally think if you have different political views, different voting records, different voting pasts, like, the cool thing about Survivor is you can get people from different backgrounds, different point of views, different beliefs, and bring them together. And this is actually like one of those like amazing opportunities where we can see people like essentially like come from different sides and then like form a friendship that like shows you like what is true about the human condition, is that we're really all on this earth together, and we should be like looking after each other and taking care of each other. I just think of like Rudy and Rich from season 1. So Rich, it was like an openly open gay man, and Rudy is this like older like military veteran that had never interacted with someone like Rich in his life, and then they form this very unexpected friendship, and we saw that on national TV. It was great. But then when Stephanie came out with what is hate speech, that's when I'm like, that's when you know, I'm not feeling so hunky-dory about what you're representing on the show. So we'll see. I believe Stephanie made these comments after the
it sounds like
season
right
aired.
After.
So she has not said these things to Eliza at this point while she's on the show, but it's
bubbling under the surface.
Exactly.
It is surprising to me. I was talking to my dad about this because my dad calls up and he's like, "Oh, Survivor 50's coming. What do you think? What do the girls think? What are you excited about?" So it was fun to catch up with him, and I told him about this because he didn't know about the Stephanie situation. So I told him about it, and he said, "Wow, those kinds of people, they really can't help themselves, can they? They have, because she did not.
It is a video she filmed herself.
She filmed herself, and she put out herself
saying this.
He's just mentioning, he's like, wow, it really, when you're that type of person, you can like try and be in the shadows all you want, but it's almost like a sickness, which I do believe racism, homophobia, all this stuff is a sickness. And it will come out.
I know, and I was really wanting to give her the benefit of the doubt, because in her preseason she said like, hey, my I have kids now and they're watching, so I am going to be playing knowing that my children are watching the show. So I will not be getting too dirty. I will not be doing too much backstabbing, cheating, lying. I am going to be playing an honor integrity game because I am a mother. And I was like, okay, like, let's
go, girl.
Like, that one thing I love about this season is that we know that they have casted people who have all different kinds of game playing and strategy and like how they see the game and how they want to operate within it. So I was like, okay, Stephanie, not really my cup of tea usually, but let's see you play. So now I'm just like, Genevieve, we're still rooting for you, and
I'm not rooting for her.
You're not. Well, I said Genevieve.
Oh, Genevieve. Sorry. I heard Stephanie. Oh my God.
So Genevieve, we're rooting for you.
Genevieve, I'm rooting for you, but I'm afraid.
It's very closely aligned with
Stephanie. Exactly. Which is, I hate to see it. I personally hate to see it, but Genevieve, you know what? Do what you gotta do to get to the end, and then throw these people under the bus.
Exactly. But yeah, no, Vatu is great, and I'm sorry, Kyle.
I know.
That challenge was...
You could... This poor sweetheart, Kyle.
I also feel like I'm just so glad, too, that if I ever played, you know, I'm not the, like, you know, top athlete male type. So no one would have me running up that wall at the end. No. They would
help you. They would
pull me up that wall. And I just feel like, oh gosh, that burden that Kyle had of like, okay, I'm going to be the guy. Yeah. I'm going to be the guy that runs up by myself up this wall.
Yeah.
And then that is what...
And then that's what takes you down.
That's what takes you down.
You know what I was thinking while I was watching these challenges? Also, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
How MC would have killed all of them. Would have killed at all of these challenges. Every single time I was rooting for somebody, I'm just like, ugh, if MC was here, she would have had that done already. That MC. Wall, done. That bag that you have to get through a hoop, done. Yeah. That thing you have to build with MC,
okay, another returnee season with MC.
I would love to
Nina,
see MC
Nina
return.
and I petition. We want it so bad.
Pretty please. MC, work on your strategy.
So now let's get to Blue Callow.
Woo!
Teal Callow.
Yes. Wow, what a fun tribe.
I know, what a fun tribe. They're still all 8 and there are no advantages amongst them. It's just
so even playing field.
Even playing field, yes. So first I want to talk about just kind of like the tribe dynamics in general that we're starting to see on this tribe. So we have a very fun trio forming of Dee, Tiffany, and Camilla.
Yes, the girlies.
The girlies. And then we have the older season, honor, integrity, maybe type of leaning group, which is Jonathan, Coach, and Chrissy. I've seen them in talks. And then I feel like the middle is Mike White, and Charlie. Because I just don't quite know exactly where they're going.
No.
So I feel like Jonathan has definitely thrown out Dee's name to Mike, and Mike went, but Mike could say, to anybody. Yeah. I would say the most out of like those. So definitely Dee, Camilla, and Tiffany have said like the 3 of them together have been like, yes, let's do it. Yes. Very excited about that.
So excited. I love girlies coming together.
Love that. And then Coach did one of his promises. I was like, oh, I thought you weren't doing promises. You weren't doing promises, but he vowed to go to the end with Jonathan. And then
and Jonathan is losing it. He's obsessed with Coach.
Oh yeah, he's loving it.
He's loving every second of this.
So yeah, there's so many ways that this tribe could go. I wonder if they will go to tribal council, because they've got Jonathan and they've got Dee's. And then Camilla on the puzzles. I mean, they're pretty stacked.
It's a pretty stacked.
But I'm loving these dynamics that are coming out. So I wanted to first talk about Dee.
Yes.
Because she's coming in as former winner. People consider her one of the most dominant winners of the new era.
Yeah, she's got a big target on her back, that's for sure.
But I'm like, why I'm so excited about this 3-lady alliance that's forming is that I want a few things from Dee this season, which is I want to see her play with her back against the wall. Because she played a very dominant game in season 45.
But it also, from the sounds of it, kind of sounded that things just went her way.
Yes.
No offense, Dee.
So the only tribal council she went to pre-merge was one where like Sean quit. And then she also played with the Reba 4, where 2 of them were people that never wanted to vote her out. And then Bella was so fractured that they kept turning on each other, that she is a very talented player, but I'm like, but I know there's more talents in there.
Exactly.
When you're under pressure. Yeah, she's so excited to be there. She's like, oh my God, even the leaves that you wipe your butts with. She's excited.
It's amazing. Yeah, and she's beautiful. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Dee is so hot. And it felt like the longer she's on the island, the hotter she gets. I know this is truly the first episode, but it was from the time they dock to when they're in the jungle, you know, like hair is frizzy, you got your bandana on. I'm like, okay, Dee. I was like, whoa, okay, Dee, fine. All right. Here we are. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's an island goddess at the moment. And then we have Camilla, which you mentioned earlier, is the little, like, with the, like, her little hoodie all scrunched up. We touched on this a bit earlier, but she says that she's sick she's sick of it, the honor integrity game, because she's coming from season 48.
Yeah.
And I'm really enjoying the players that it's like they had a story of their last season and they almost want to do a 180.
Yes.
And do something totally different. And I'm like, like that's why I'm so happy that you're back.
Yes.
And they have teamed up with Tiffany as well, which Tiffany would say is kind of the like one of the biggest like a lot of people pre-season didn't ascribe a lot of opinion or feeling onto Tiffany. They're like, she seems cool. I don't know much about her. And so it was cute to see that Dee and Tiffany, I think probably
we're
already
immediately
have,
like,
like friends.
Yes, like let's meet up with her, which I was when I was reading some stuff about this season and about the contestants. I was reading a piece on Defector that broke down all the contestants, their threat levels, and if they could or couldn't win. And it was interesting. This article is the only thing I've read that was in that section. Do you think Tiffany could win? It's the only one I've read that says absolutely, because she comes in with it's even though we've got someone like Savannah Rizzo that people have never seen play, some other new players. She comes in exactly like super under the radar.
Oh, yeah.
Like
no,
people haven't been keeping their eyes on her, and that could be very powerful in this game.
Yeah, I wonder if this season in general is gonna swing towards like people wanting to like keep
their
shields.
Favorites. Yeah.
Like the shield strategy of like, okay, I'm Dee, I'm a big threat, so I'm going to keep other huge threats in the game because they're a shield for me, and not keep these like, lower threat people, these people that we don't even really know much about in the game, because these are the people that are going to be like plotting for my demise. So I wonder where, because it's
how it's going to sway. Yeah,
sometimes
right.
I feel like in Survivor you like end up with a final six of like, wait, who are these people? Like these are like the like almost
who are these? Yes.
Well,
yeah,
who are these people?
agreed.
As in like it's people who are playing like the middle
so much
so middle that you're like, oh, do you have an
opinion, an original idea?
Yeah.
Yes, what you were gonna say. Agreed.
Yeah. No, but these girls, they're looking for some fun. They're excited to slaughter. And it sounds like their first target is maybe Chrissy.
I know, which I don't want that. I want to see Chrissy play. I want to see her be there a little longer. Seeing Chrissy with whatever the heck plant she found, just brushing her teeth with it. I love that.
That's so
good. I'll try and find it. It's so good.
Well, I know, because it's like, I think what's tough with Chrissy, because at this point it looks like she's aligned with Jonathan and Coach.
Yes.
And it would depend. I don't know. It looks like Coach is still doing pretty good in the challenges. If he then falters in challenges, maybe this is less of a... I mean, Chrissy was a challenge beast herself.
I know.
In her season. Because I was immediately just defaulting to, like, she's an older woman. And
I know, I just saw 54 years old also.
So she, you're not going to get Jonathan out pre-merge, but you want to get maybe Jonathan's, like, number one person. Maybe they can get the target off Chrissy, because I would love to see Chrissy stay in the game. Know.
But then who would you want the target on?
Who would I want the target on? This is tough. So it's a few things. Okay, I'm gonna break down a couple ideas for you there.
Okay. On
one side, it's Coach. I think Coach, for me, it would, just because I know like that's like they're gonna butt heads with him. He is very much not wanting to align with new era players. I think it's in their best interest to get a Coach out. However, I'm like, Coach is like very entertaining to me right now.
Very entertaining.
So if I'm thinking of them, honestly, I'm thinking like Mike White, actually.
Yeah.
Because Mike White is gonna have to make a choice about this at some point, possibly.
That's true.
Keeping Coach because he's spiraling and wants to like duke it out with Ozzy. Like, I need to see this play out.
I want to see Ozzy like get his revenge. So I want Coach to be around long enough for Ozzy to do that.
Yeah, Jonathan's social game isn't my favorite to see play out, but I also love to see him in challenges.
I know, me too. I had a blast seeing him. This was my first time seeing him.
Just to taste, my friend.
Do his challenges. Obviously, I heard so much from the profile that Allison did. So he was definitely someone I'm keeping my eyes on. And he was really fun to watch during the challenges. He was a beast.
Yeah, I don't know. This is tough. Maybe I would sacrifice Charlie.
I was going to say, I think for me, looking at this tribe again, it's that for me bias hat. Oop, back on.
Yeah.
Always on. Back on. Always. It's always right here. Looking at the tribe.
You should get a top hat for the studio. Yeah. We wear the top hat when we're being biased. Yeah. Yes. Because if you think we're journalists, we're not.
We're not. No. I'm not coming in. I mean, I feel like Allison's very good about looking at the strategy. I'm over here like, I don't like this person, vote them out. Allison's like, well, if you want your favorite player to win or to move forward, I don't know if getting that other person out is actually going to be good for their game. Like, my mind doesn't work like that. That's why I will never be on Survivor. So I'm looking at the Callow tribe. I'm thinking about my emotional tether. And yeah, the least strongest tether is to Charlie. I'm so sorry, Swifty. Yeah. I'm sorry. Which also, as far as we've seen in the edit, Taylor Swift, the music, any of that has not been brought up. And I was also, my eyes were focused to see if he had a friendship bracelet on, and I did not see one.
Okay. Oh, that would have been so fun. Yeah, I would have loved a friendship bracelet. No,
Charlie, I love that. By the way, Charlie, I love that you like Taylor Swift. I feel like that's been brought up by others as like an annoying thing or this and that. I know there's more to you. I know there's more to you, Charlie, than Taylor Swift. But I like a guy that likes pop music.
Oh yeah, I love pop music.
Not just even Taylor Swift, like just pop music in general. I think there's too many of this guy stuff. Like, that's what you listen to. And it just means that you don't have fun. If you're a guy and you don't listen to pop music, I'm like, oh, so you're no fun. Got it.
Actually, I am. I was just thinking about it as you were talking. I'm like, I'm still worried about Chrissy because she said that she hasn't seen season 3 of White Lotus.
Ooh, she did say that.
And
to Mike White's face, by the way.
She said it to his face, and she said as in like, oh, I'm going to say a little funny, quirky thing. Yeah. But I'm like...
but also kind of jabbing him, right? Did I take that weird? That it was kind of like, oh, yeah, I watched it, but like not the last season. Am I...
So because she didn't have HBO Max. Mm-hmm. I think she totally meant it like silly. Like gotcha. Not a big deal. Yeah. But sometimes when you like tell that about people's baby, which is White Lotus, you take it personally. I will name a personal example for us that applies.
Oh yeah.
So we run a podcast. We have family and friends. A lot of them listen. Thank you so much for listening. So much. It's like totally fine if you don't listen. But I did come across someone that I just know very well in real life, and it was 3 of us, and another friend of mine was like, oh my gosh, and Allison runs that podcast with Nina, you should listen to it, it's about Survivor and stuff. And she was like, oh yeah, I know they run a podcast, but I don't listen to it. And she said that like to my face. And she just said it like quick, chill, like not a big deal.
Exactly, like truly, probably in her heart of hearts, truly like not meaning.
No, and also it's like I'm not expecting every person I know personally to listen to our podcast. Like that is by all means not expected. We podcast actually a lot, so it's quite a time commitment to listen to all of our podcast episodes. But the way she just quickly was like, no, but I don't listen to it.
I know it's that bit of information that never has to be shared.
It's an inside thought.
It's an inside thought. Like you can think that could be the capital T truth for you, but no part of this actually ever has to be said out loud.
So maybe Mike is going to be like, yeah, I want the show to be fun and interesting. And Chrissy never even saw season 3 of White Lotus.
Yeah. So she doesn't even know how dirty I can get.
Yeah.
She didn't even see those brothers fucking. So just you wait, Chrissy.
Yeah. So Chrissy, maybe change
actually,
the tune
Chrissy,
there.
maybe don't. Yeah. Maybe you wouldn't like that season. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, no, Mike White on the tribe is so fun. He's like, I'm just trying to be this low threat goofball. He's like, make sure Grandpa doesn't have any food in his teeth. He's like, if you stress me out or annoy me, you are the target.
You're the target.
Just don't get on Daddy's nerves.
I love that strategy.
And he does get emotional in a confessional because he talks about just how fried he is from White Lotus. He says they're 129 day shoots, which I was like, how many weeks is that? So I did the math. 129 divided by 7 is an 18-week shoot. And I realized partially why I feel so connected to Mike White is because my husband works in the film industry, has also done 18-week shoots, and I am his like partner that has had to like emotionally prop up someone who if you think you get exhausted by work and you are not in the film industry, like it's not
It's not even close.
It's not. It's unfathomable.
It's not that you could even imagine. Exactly.
It
You tell me Jeff's schedule, and my mind cannot fathom it. I'm like, okay, how does he do that?
16 to 18-hour days.
Yep.
Shooting on multiple locations. Huge
night shoots
across all times of day. I mean, so many teams coming together. It's cool because it's all these people coming together for a creative project.
Yeah.
It's for something that is like, I have a story with characters, an idea, and we are putting money into making this happen. I mean, it's so,
and human power behind it.
True human power behind it, but it can literally suck the life out of you to make these things happen. And so it's like, Mike is like, if I can get through White Lotus, it's because I could get through Survivor. And his life philosophy is, you are a fool if you do not take the amazing opportunities that are given to you in life.
Beautiful.
That's my guy.
That's my guy right there. That's my brother right there.
My guy is what I'm saying. So oh my gosh, we've touched on Coach a lot already this episode.
Yes, but do we need to bring up the toe ring?
Oh my god. Well, Dee says, why do you have a toe ring? I'm like, Dee. I'm just like that like the things that Nina get brought up, because as a viewer, with the camera angles and stuff, these are things we can't pick up.
We would never see
we would never be able to see this. And so it's like, Dee, you're like boots in the ground asking the questions that really need to be asked.
Exactly.
And
she's a hero.
that was my, like, am I tripping moment of the episode.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, I've had this toe ring on since 1988. That's 36 years. Yeah.
And apparently
37 years.
And apparently he never takes it off.
He never takes it off.
Taking a shower, nothing. It's always on.
His power, his force.
Yeah.
Is in the toe ring.
And then he shared that force with Charlie.
Charlie put the toe ring on Charlie.
Yeah. And it did kind of look like an engagement, like a really freaky Burning Man engagement. Yeah.
I know. And I was just like, yeah. The parts of Coach where he like does have a first name as Benjamin, but he's had people his whole life call him Coach because he believes he's a coach in all things of life. Rubs me the wrong way. The religious manipulation part of his former season really rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm like, but this guy's like got a toe ring and he's like vibing, and I'm kind of like, I rock with this.
I rock with that. I rock with people that know who they are and go full steam ahead with that. You know what I mean? We're extremely comfortable with who they are. And
I don't think Coach is extremely comfortable in who he is.
Yeah, I guess I'm noticing that now at the end of the episode.
He is an eccentric that is. Well, Christian in his preseason interview, he mentioned how he's like, well, I see Coach as a scared person. Like
who said that? Oh, Christian. Oh,
and
interesting.
He's like, and when Mike comes back with oh my gosh, did you hear what Ozzy's saying?
Like, isn't that wild? Is
about
that
crazy? Tribe supply? And he's just like,
goes really still, really quiet.
Yep, he's scared. He's scared about it. Yep. He's like, my currency is being a man of my word, and my fear is that currency is being devalued. And so then he does his MLK quote again. He's done that before. Heroes versus villains.
Oh, he's done this quote already.
Well, I don't know if it's the same Martin Luther King Jr. quote, but I'm like, oh, there he is.
There he goes again. Okay.
There he goes again. Yep. I'm like, oh, I know this one. Doing Tai Chi on the beach.
Yes.
Trying to settle the nerves. Exactly. What do you think about Jonathan? So Jonathan, of course, is a challenge beast, but he is
so fun to watch. There was this, I believe it was their first challenge after they moored onto the beach, where it was him and Coach, I think, that had to get on the little boat and go into the ocean, grab something, and come back. And the way that he pushed the boat off the sand into the water felt like 2 pushes while other people struggled. It just felt immediate. And then the way he kept pushing it while in the water, I started getting this image of, oh man, what if he's so strong that he can just be the propeller for the boat, and he just stays behind the boat and just like kicks, but he kicks so hard that it just moves the
That would be so good.
Yeah.
No, I also loved him around camp, them being like, oh my gosh, can you open that coconut with your head? are you a giant? And then at one point he has like this like huge rock that's probably like 100 pounds, and he's like just dropping on the coconut to try to open it up.
Yeah.
But he is throwing out Dee's name.
He is throwing out Dee's name, and I don't like that.
You know,
I don't know. And I also don't like this thing of, because he's also the one that wants to work with older era.
Yes, he
players,
wants to
right?
work with old schoolers because he relates to them more. Yes.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I don't know exactly why, but that rubs me the wrong way. I guess because I like seeing.
Well, you're a New Era fan.
I'm a New Era fan. What can I say? And also, I don't know. I want to see players that want to play with everybody. I'm kind of like, no. Why are you blocking yourself out like that, man? Be open. What you're closing yourself out like this? Be open to the possibilities.
Right.
I get very like hippy dippy about it.
And I also think it's old era of a certain flock. Yeah. Like he's saying old era, but I'm like, would that include Aubrey?
Exactly.
I don't know. Would that include,
Suri?
Would that include Suri? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely would include Coach, would definitely include, I hope it includes Chrissy. Why not? Like, let's work with Chrissy.
Yeah.
It would definitely include Stephanie, Colby. Like, these are all people he's very interested in playing with. Mm-hmm. But Coach makes a promise to him that he will never betray Jonathan in this game.
We'll see about that.
So we'll see about that.
We shall see about that.
But yeah, that is teal blue Kalo. So that's actually us covering all the tribes.
Yeah.
And pretty much all of the happenings. We got one vote out with Jenna,
yeah.
and then we got one medevac with Kyle.
Yeah, we talked about all the advantages, all the lost votes.
Yes.
Which it looks like all the advantages are in Sila tribe, and all the
all the lost
votes, all the lost votes.
Yes.
At Vatu.
In Vatu, yes.
And then exactly Kalo just right in the middle, even playing field for everybody. So that was interesting. Yeah, I guess we talked about everything, which was so wild to think of. This
is a 3-hour premiere.
It was a 3-hour premiere that felt like it was 10 minutes long.
It went by so fast.
It went by so fast. It was so fun, so engaging. I was riveted by every second of that episode. Maybe because it's the first episode. It's this feeling.
How are you feeling about the hands of the fans? Like twists, like involvement throughout the episode.
So far, I'm having a great time.
I like really Billie Eilish Idol.
I like that.
Up.
I know.
I'm a pop music girly, so
exactly.
It's like,
what did we say? We love the pop music.
So it's like Billie Eilish is like, "Hey, I got an idol for you." Like,
yes,
love that.
Which is interesting. I think that is something that people don't like. This sort of, I think for a lot of people, Survivor feels like its own sacred bubble. Mm-hmm. And I feel like from what I'm hearing from the things I'm reading, also some friends, right when I posted, okay, chaotic good, we're going to be talking about Survivor 50. And of course, I got some friends telling me their thoughts, if they're excited, not excited. And I feel like quite a few of them are not excited about these changes in the way of people from other shows, pop music,
Beast Games, Billie Eilish,
yeah, coming into the game. So I think they feel it almost like pops the bubble of Survivor. It's supposed to, if for so many people it's felt like this insulated thing, and now the outside world is finding its way to Fiji in a way, which is, I don't know, it's interesting, but I kind of like it. I think it's so far from what we've seen, it's kind of shaking it up in a fun way. I mean, Genevieve opening up that that scroll and reading out loud, "Hi, this is Billie Eilish." Well,
something we haven't actually talked about was her choice to give it to Ozzy, because she thinks Ozzy out of this cast would be the one that would be voted out with an idol in his pocket,
because it's that's happened before. So that was very interesting.
What do you think
about her choice?
Yeah.
Gosh, I felt like it was a really tough choice, because even looking at this cast,
I thought Rizzo, she hasn't seen Rizzo's gameplay, but I'm like, Rizzo will not play an idol if he has it.
That's true. But you know what? I kind of don't want Rizzo to have an idol for a minute. You know what I mean? I feel like I've got some like PTSD
Genevieve
with that.
Don't know nothing about Rizzo, though, but I'm like, oh, you want someone that will never play
that will
an idol?
never play it? Girl, I got you.
Yeah, that's Rizzo, baby.
But yeah, I don't know how else you could have made a more I guess like sound decision aside from funny enough looking at people's pasts and seeing how they played the game before. So
it's also someone that I feel like she's going to target, because Ozzy could, even if he gets into post-merge, I mean, this is an idol that'll go into Final 5, so she could target him for a blindside even in the post-merge, and then get the idol back that way. Yeah. So it could have some time on it. Yeah. I do wonder though, I feel like with him already having to defend Suri a lot at this first tribal council, and he has to play the idol. That was the sad part, that I was like, oh my god, an idol he could play for Suri to like save Suri. He can only play it on himself.
Oh, that's right.
That's one of the rules.
Yeah.
Can't be transferred or given away or played on someone else or anything like that. He can only play it on himself, which I was like, that's an interesting detail there. I just don't know if he's gonna feel super solid in this starting tribe, that he might play the idol for himself pre-merge.
I think so.
Especially when he has another advantage as well. He has 2 advantages.
That's true.
So maybe he would play the idol knowing that he has something else up his sleeve as well.
Yeah, it would have to be quite a blindside for him not to use it. It would have to be something really gnarly.
Yeah, I am hoping Ozzy does use it. Do you want it, or do you want, because I mean, you love your Genevieve, so do you want him voted out with an idol in his pocket?
Girl, if that's what needs to happen to keep my
where
girl in the game,
the divide has begun.
Oh my gosh, and I'm also wearing her pink sweater. It's like I'm wearing my Genevieve colors.
It's your Genevieve sweater?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if that means it gives back to her, sorry, Ozzy.
But maybe they could work together. That would be fun too. I'd be into that. No, I think Genevieve is gonna come to kill some people. I think even maybe people you like too.
I know. That's gonna hurt. Like we said, this show, I'm so excited for this season, but
that's why
there's gonna be
my overall feeling of this episode is I was just thankful that it's like, I almost feel like the bloodbath hasn't begun.
Yes.
The massacre that they are teasing, you know, it's high school reunion and massacre. This episode still felt like a high school reunion.
Yeah.
And the massacre will be maybe starting as early as next week. So if you have enjoyed this recap, please subscribe.
Please subscribe. You are gonna want to hear everything that happens this season on Survivor 50.
And if you subscribe and you get our videos and you see everything that we're up to, we're going to be changing out our dolls outfits. We have our American Girl dolls up here. Guess what? We have camping outfits for them.
Yeah, because of course we do.
We have camping outfits for the dolls. So next week we'll be filming like just kind of a fun, loosey-goosey, get to know us, chat about our lives, chat about maybe some other shows that we're watching, some fun, silly things that are happening in the Survivor universe. And we'll do that as we're changing out our dolls. So please join us for the doll hour. That'll be a fun time. And then next week we will be recapping Survivor again. So those will be coming out either super late on Thursdays or super early on Friday morning. So check for those each week. And then also we did do profiles of almost all of the Survivor 50 castaways. So as I mentioned, Nina is a New Era fan, so she has seen seasons 47, 40, and 49. So we did not do profiles of those players.
Exactly. Very new Survivor fan.
So I did profiles of everybody else before, but we did not do Tiffany. The audio got messed up on that one, so we were not able to get the Tiffany one out. But everybody else we did. I think we did like 17 or 18 profiles. Yeah. So if you want to hear the story of any of these Survivor players, and you don't know who the Survivor player is, please check out the video. If you're already a fan of them, but you want to hear me tell someone the story, like someone who's never even heard the name Ozzy before, doesn't even know who that is.
And I didn't even know what he looks like. You had to show me an image. Yeah. It's very fun. And
like Allison, telling the story of Coach for the first time, of someone who's like never seen any of the seasons, that was so fun.
That was really fun. And Allison is such a good storyteller, let me tell you.
Oh no, it's been really a joy. So check those out if you have some time and just want to like have a little story hour. Thank you so much for joining us at Chaotic Good, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.